All right. Hello, everyone. Sean Symons, PPG Grandpa. Man, this is the fifth season, and we are rocking and rolling today. This is episode 216 already. We
Yep.
got, hello, everyone. And that was me. I did that one. We are live now, which is always good to be live. It's better to be live than not live. I hate that I just said that, but shout out to Anthony Vella. Learned not too long ago that he was in a paramotor accident. So it seemed like it's kind of bad. He stalled out a little bit. So sending prayers to Anthony and family. It's never good when somebody stalls out and has a boo-boo. But anyway, here's a new little intro for ClearProp TV. I hope you guys like it.
From pilots, seasoned, to those just starting out, ClearProp TV erases every doubt. With laughter and learning, they take to the sky, sharing their passion as time flies by.
I love this thing.
Every night.
I do. I think it's so neat that you can make your own music and stuff now. Remember the good old days when you had to pay somebody on Fiverr to do something like that?
Yeah.
It was a little bit more than, $5. But anyway, welcome everybody. My name is Sean Symons, PPG Grandpa. We got Scuba Steve, we got Kyle, Kevin, Paramom, Linda Anderson, Will Fly, and of course our host tonight is Jacob Horton. How you doing, big dog? Good to see you, man.
Doing good. How are y'all?
Doing pretty good. It is so good to see you. And we've been talking for about a half an hour on the pre-show. Man, you're running a paramotor school. You've been flying for a while. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into paramotoring.
So I'm Jacob Horton, but I got into paramotoring from YouTube actually. Like most people watching Tucker Got videos and all that kind of stuff. But I've always been interested in aviation, flying. I grew up, my dad used to own a hobby town USA. And so I grew up flying RC airplanes and just loved flying. And so when I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, that kind of the pilot license thing kind of went out the window just because I didn't want to have to deal with medical and all that cool stuff. But so the paramotor stuff was kind of right up my alley because of that. So
He didn't own the hobby town in Gwinnett County, did he?
no, sir, we owned in Statesboro.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
going to say, man, because I know your dad.
He's sitting right here beside me, but no, we had two locations of the hobby shop in Statesboro. And if you ever went in, you'd probably see me running around in my boxers. I grew up there.
Nice.
Yep. So, but always loved, aviation and flying and all that cool stuff. So, and here we are now, years later. But
And then you started a paramotor school. When did you start that? And I see some paramotors behind you.
yes, so been flying for a couple years and I mean just fell in love with it. So we started mentoring some other schools, around and decided like, hey, there's really no one in Georgia, teaching. So why don't we open up a school in Georgia? And so that's kind of how that all fell apart and just like I said, enjoyed the flying so much and also enjoy, teaching new people to fly and sharing that passion of flying with other people. So it's been awesome.
I know that we were talking a little bit before the podcast, and you said that you got a couple of videos of your first flights. Do you have those spooled up? Did you want to show those right away?
I can. Let's see. I got some students here. Let's see if it will work.
It's always fun to share things on here, especially first flights. That's one of the things I love the best about having a paramotor school is watching the first flights. First flights are awesome.
Let's see. Think. Is that one on?
All right, looking good.
All right. So this is one of our students flying right here. I'll just hit play. There we go. So,
Nice forward, looks good.
oh yeah.
Wing is spot on above him, looks good. And look at him run into the sky. I love it.
All
That was-
right.
that was
Not
a
too quick in
solo.
the seat. That's good.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, no, that was his first flight. I mean, just did awesome. I was pumped for him. So proud. His landing was even better. Landed on his feet, ran it out, kited it down beautifully. If we'd had enough wind, he could have actually probably done a reverse and took him right back off. So I mean, just awesome.
My first landing was not awesome. I did some kind of balloon up right back down into the ground. Yeah.
Man, that happens to everybody, doesn't it, though?
Oh, it does. It does. I think that student's second or third flight, he did have a little balloon, but I mean, he still landed perfectly on his feet. So,
Oh, nice.
so then we've been doing some trike transition training, which you can see right here. We do it all. My dad's more of the trike pilot, though. I have to admit, I know how to fly trike. And I do tandems and everything, but dad is the trike pilot in between us. So,
Well, I understand wheels are so much more cooler than running around. So,
oh yeah, that's right. That's what he's trying to convince me, but I still haven't. Still like running. Still,
You're still young. You'll get to that point.
exactly.
well, see, and the thing is too, one of the things that I keep on telling people, it's like, being able to foot launch is great, but being able to trike is amazing because you now have the opportunity on fly-ins to be able to go all the way across the field if the wind is blowing, different, right? And you can go anywhere that you want to with a trike. You can, I guess, do the same thing, but you're going to be hauling your paramotor and your wing all the way across the field. I'd rather just drive.
Exactly.
Statesboro, correct me if I'm wrong. Statesboro's down below like Noonan and everything, right?
Well,
Or am I thinking the wrong side?
Yeah,
That's correct.
Statesboro is about 40 miles inland from Savannah. So if
Oh.
you're familiar with Savannah, Georgia, we're just 40 miles up the road.
Yeah, I know where Savannah is. Okay, I'm thinking of because I don't picture Statesboro. I'm thinking I saw the golf cart and I'm like, well, Peachtree City is in Fayetteville, golf cart city right there.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Statesboro is a big college town. That's Georgia Southern University.
We
Yep.
can't see. You got to move a little bit closer to Jacob so we can see it,
bad.
man.
Yeah,
There we
There he
go.
is.
My dad.
I'm hiding out over in the corner.
I see that. You can't hide out on a podcast, man.
There we go. You see right there. You see.
Yeah,
That's what we look like.
there you go. There you go. So have you ever been to Statesboro before? You said Noonan. That's up close to Atlanta.
Yeah, Noonan. Yeah, I've been to Savannah, so I know I've been through Statesboro. I just haven't like stayed there or anything.
Right.
But yeah, I lived in Georgia my whole life. I just never and drove for a living there for 20 something years. We never went to Statesboro.
I got you. I got you.
So when did you guys decide to start your own school?
That was last year sometime, was the I guess the launch of it. We've been talking about it for a couple of months, trying to get everything figured out and how we were going to do everything. And once we did that, we started advertising and students just started pouring in. I mean, we've been blessed for the start of it. I mean, it's been wide.
It's been great. Yeah. We're out in the country. We've got about 28 acres. And so we basically fired the farmer who was just making a mess in the yard. And we did all the dirt work and planted Bermuda grass. And so we've just got a beautiful front yard. And so we had an opportunity with our garage space and of course with the property, to be able to do the training and all. And so we've got some real good connections with a lot of landowners around us. And so we have a lot of different options, as far as launch sites and LZs. There's an airport close by where we have a good relationship with the people who run the airport. And so we had a wonderful opportunity. And so we decided to seize upon it. I think one of y'all just said a little while ago, like first flights. I don't know how to explain it to people, but I think I got more excited teaching students and getting more excited for their first flights than I think I did for my first flight.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
And
first flights are the best for sure. I agree.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just kind of a high, an addiction when you get that kind of rush from seeing someone fly for the first time and seeing that excitement on their face and noting you had a part of that. It's just a tremendous feeling. And so we both kind of became addicted to that. And we both enjoy serving. We both serve at our church. And of course, we're self-employed. And so, customer service is everything because we depend on that good word of mouth and reputation, just carried us for over 30 plus years here in Statesboro in our business. And so we kind of parlayed that business model over into the paramotor training side of the equation. And so we kind of pride ourselves in Southern hospitality. My wife makes some fantastic sweet tea. Yep. And so she loves to cook for all the students that come out. And so, we just enjoy people. And it sure has been a blessing, not just to Jacob and I, but the rest of our family as well.
That's really awesome. I'm so glad that you're able to do that and watch your first flights, get them on video, come on the show, talk about, paramotor and paramotor instruction and flight schools. And like I was telling Jacob earlier, it's like, we do have a flight school, but it's a nonprofit. I don't feel like there's any like I was telling Jacob, there's none of this between any flight schools. It's like we're all here to help people run into the sky. And, if I can use my platform, a paramotor podcast platform to help you guys and everybody else to be seen and heard, that's what I want to do. Anybody on the panel have any questions for Jacob?
I'm just kind of jealous because he's saying they're on 28 acres and he can basically just step out his front door and launch. So that makes me jealous right there. And he's like, yeah, but we got these airports. I mean, that's cool. Like if you want to do some cross country flying, I don't know how far the airport is, but yeah, you can fly from there to the airport or something. Yeah, I don't have that where I'm at. I'm surrounded by Air Force bases and shipyards and a lot of restricted airspace. I can call and get permission, but that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. We are blessed. The only traffic we really have out our way is we're in line for the C-130 base out of Savannah. And fortunately, we know two of the pilots who fly, and so they come in the shop all the time. And so we said, hey, can y'all make sure y'all just don't fly over our house with the C-130s? And I'm like, sure, show me on the map where you're at. And so
don't hit us, please.
Yeah, please don't fly over treetop level, And so we've been blessed and have a good relationship with a lot of the landowners around. And so to take off in the front yard, we literally fly the neighborhood and wave at all our neighbors. And so,
wow.
So far, it's been a real positive experience.
Mm-hmm.
We've had people come out wanting to take photographs. They're photographers and they just want to get some pictures. A lot of people wanting tandem rides, and so it's been tremendous.
I was going to say that there's money right there. You could just do tandem flights all the time and just be like, well, there we go. We made dinner this week. We're good.
That's right.
We're good.
Right. Going back to what Sean said earlier about the people and all, my first encounter with a paramotor was down in Live Oak, Florida, there with Carson. He was putting on a show. And I just happened to be headed to Florida, and I said, I want to stop in and see what this is really all about, because all we had done is watch YouTube videos. And so I ended up meeting Chris Santa Croce, and I'm sure that most people in the sport knows who Chris is. But Chris took the time to take me out on the field and let me kite a wing. And so, man, he had me hooked, from the get-go. But he was such a fantastic fella, and I thought, man, if this is what this sport is all about, this is going to be good. So
totally agree. We got lots of wonderful people in the sport, and I just absolutely love everybody. Everybody's just so incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One up, when we went down to Bad Apples one year, one up was who did our tandems.
Yeah.
And just awesome. I mean, it was a blast. I went up with Kyle, and I think Dad went up with Allie. And man, I
Wow.
had the biggest grin on my face. It would not go away for the whole time we were there. I mean,
Yeah. That was Jacob's very first time his feet ever left the ground. He's never flown in anything
besides
until he flew, with Kyle on the front of a tandem. And so I made Jacob go first. I've been in planes before, so I kind of knew what to expect. But I made Jacob go first. I said, because, well, if you don't like it, there's no sense in me flying, because it was something we wanted to do together. And so, Kyle kind of rang him out, he did some crazy stuff and had a ball, and Jacob came down smiling from ear to ear, and I knew that the pocketbook was going to be lighter after that day.
There you go. I bought my equipment from One Up Adventures. So yeah, I talked to Allie on the phone. Next thing you know, they're selling me a paramotor and a wing and everything else they can make me buy.
It happened. Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, we've just met so many tremendous, nice people, not just locally, but all across the country. John Allen, he out in Arizona, he gave us our instructor rating. And then of course Darren Locklear from Carolina PPG up in Rockingham. He did a lot of mentoring with us, and we worked with Darren, training a lot of people, and so we had a lot of positive experiences. Brian Goff from McPara, I'm actually wearing my McPara shirt. And he's been great. He did a lot of mentoring with us. And so we've just been blessed, to have so many great people spend time with us, And so we really appreciate that. And we want to pay it forward.
That's right.
There you go. It's, and you're talking about like the emotions, all that. And it's been 2 years ago, I went on my first, I was telling Jacob, I went up on my first tandem. That's the picture behind me. We were just getting ready to go up, and oh my gosh, yeah. When we landed, I was laughing, I was crying, everybody was laughing, crying. It was such a cool, oh my gosh. Anytime you talk about tandems or anything, you see I can't stop smiling. And it just made sense to find out what it was all about, because my son Robert, he's in California, and he's a paraglider. So I want to know what this was all about. So I just went up in the air. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it, because if I didn't, I would regret it. So I went up, and then I went back again to Torch last summer, and I went up again, and now I'm going back in a few more weeks. I'm going to go back up in the air again. So it's like a potato chip. You just can't have one.
Funny, because when I went down for training with Kyle Glee, and I told Munchkin, I was like, I'm gonna take this flight, my first flight, and if I don't like it, I'll just stop right there. And that's not what's gonna happen. So,
you were lying to yourself, weren't you?
Once you get and fly, the hook is set. Then it's like, oh, now I got to buy this and buy that, and it was over after that. So.
That's right.
It was. We landed on our tandem, and I looked at him. I said, "If you don't like it, I'm still getting into it without you." Figure out a way, but
yeah,
it was awesome.
Tony asked a question. He said, "Which one of you two have more hours?"
Jacob, a long shot.
Really?
Jacob does.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
We make jokes, and this has been a running joke since we've been training, because our very first student here at Georgia Paramotor, he said, "I've never seen you fly." I'm like, "What do you mean you know?" And so I started thinking about it. And so when we go and train, you'll have to excuse the language, but I'm making me a t-shirt that says "Wing Bitch," because I'm that guy. I'm out on the field. I'm laying out wings. I'm moving wings. I'm putting wings back up, and I'm always facilitating. And so Jacob always gets to test the air. It's just too quick to test the air with a foot launch rather than a trike. And so, even when we're training and working, I'm never flying. I'm always working. And so when we're training, of course, Jacob gets some flights because he gets to check the air before we send students up. But yeah, it's Jacob, he loves it. And as a dad, I get just as much fun out of watching him fly as I do fly myself. And so I just thoroughly enjoy watching Jacob fly. And so it's been a wonderful thing for me, because my dream was always to fly since I was a kid. And I kind of pass that on down. And I want him to enjoy it, and I enjoy him enjoying it. And so, yeah, Jacob's got way more time, flights, and hours than I do.
I want one of those wing bitch shirts, because I'm the same way. I'm always out there working on the students' wings and stuff like that. So what I did is I got a Segway 9-bot.
There you go.
And that's what I'm using to tool around all over the place. So now it's not really a difficult thing to do. It's more fun to do because, hey, I get to drive around on a little 9-bot. So
there you go.
there's your next Christmas present, right?
That's right.
Jacob, next Christmas present for Dad.
Okay.
My wife does T-shirts and embroidery. So she does our hats. And she's actually making all the hats for Bad Apples. And so she'll be doing embroidering the hats for Bad Apples. And so my shirt, I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see it there in the thing?
It said, with a body like this, who needs hair?
Who needs hair? And so,
Oh, damn.
so if y'all guys know Brian Goff from Mac Para, Brian's just as bald headed as I am, but of course he's a lot younger and a lot better looking than me. And so we always making funny T-shirts and cracking jokes and that type of thing. Having a good time, that's what it's all about.
That's right.
I need one of those shirts too, because I'm really bald too. Look at how bald I am.
No,
There we
man,
go.
you got hair.
There we go. Look how bald I am. I'm so bald.
You need a shirt that says, "Who needs strobes when your head reflects the light?"
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you before the show, and I apologize. I should have done that, before the show. But do you guys have something that you wanted to give away on their spinning wheel of winning things? A T-shirt, a hat, or something? If you wanted to.
Yeah, we've got hats, we've got T-shirts, any of that stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we'd be happy to. Matter of fact, John Ripa, I believe, was on your podcast or something and gave away a T-shirt. I think I'm the one who won it.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
That's
I
funny.
got an East Coast Paramotor shirt from John Ripa.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Podcast a while back, and I called in and answered the right
Oh
question,
my gosh.
and so won the T-shirt. So yeah,
That
we'll be
is
happy
so
to pay that
cool.
forward. We can get a hat, Georgia Paramotor hat, and
Or
of course
T-shirt.
T-shirts as well.
That's awesome.
John
That's awesome.
Ripa's awesome. I
I
love
love
him.
how everything comes around,
That's right.
in the sport. It really does.
Full circle.
I just love you guys. I'm sorry I get excited to interrupt, but it's family. I mean, you're like saying all these names and everything, and it's like I know everybody. You know what I mean? It's just wow, and that's what's fun about.
Kevin had a transformer explode by his house, so he lost power. So that's why he's disappeared.
Oh, Kevin did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
no, that's not
So-
right.
So wing bitch is easier to spell, but wing facilitator might sound better. I don't know.
Hey, we're gonna put that and then cross it out and put bitch. That's what we're gonna do.
So
Another
I'm
water
racking
boy.
my brains, Jacob. Have we met?
Yes.
We've met before up in North Carolina. I've met you before up at Pilot Mountain, I believe.
Oh yeah. At the
And
park,
then,
at the RV park.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
you called Jacob, oh man, it's been a couple of years ago, and gave him a bunch of good, helpful tips on YouTube.
videos. Yeah.
Video.
Okay, all right.
What, you're on the phone for like an hour, I think,
Yeah.
trying to figure
Yeah.
out some stuff with the YouTube editing and uploading.
Yeah, I remember. Okay,
Yeah,
I knew we met, but I couldn't remember where.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it looks like it's working good for you guys.
Yes,
Thank
we got way too many.
Yeah, it's been going great.
So,
That's
Um,
awesome. Hey, Will, was there any other questions or statements in the super chat?
Yeah, Mike Thompson, PPG says, hello, Jacob Horton. We were Bad Apple's neighbors last year. Got video of your first wingtip touch. Rocket City Paramotor in the house.
Now, is that guy from Alabama? Where is he from? Do y'all know?
I think that's right. That's him. That's him.
Dude, I just left Alabama. Yeah. Huh.
I got I think a double wingtip touch with them at Bad Apples. I can't remember, was that last year or something. So yeah.
Was it intentional?
It was.
Let's hope.
It
Well,
was.
three people coming into land at once.
Yeah.
No.
No, we camped out next to some guys from Alabama last year. Don Cloud is who I remember his name because I befriended him on Facebook.
Yep.
And he had several guys with him, and those guys were an absolute hoot, man. We cut up and laughed. And of course, they went up and flew with Jacob and wingtip touched. We just had a great time. So every time we go, we try to park somewhere different, so we get to meet new people. And if y'all were at Bad Apples last year, we were the idiots who had the stand-up jet ski in the pond.
Yep.
So I don't know if anybody saw the videos or whatever, but we were letting people come out, because it was the middle of the day. It was hot. Not many people were flying. And so, we talked about RC earlier. Mac Hodges. I've been going to Mac Hodges' place since I was 12 years old. I'm 54 now. And so I've been in the RC for a long, long time. And so Mac, has just kind of been part of my life. And so I called Mac personally, to make sure I could bring the ski out. And so we had a hoot with that. We're planning on actually bringing a couple of skis out this year, just so if people get bored, they can come hang out and ride the ski and have a good time.
Yeah. Trying to see. I don't have any videos of that last year.
I'd like to see a close-up of your hat, the logo on your hat. Oh yeah, man. Is that raised? Is it kind of like
it's embroidered?
So this is a leather patch, and then that is in embroidered.
Yeah, that's embroidered.
So,
nice?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Two different kinds. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, the wife, she plays around with that stuff and experiments and tries different things.
Oh yeah,
and so yeah.
We'll have all kinds of different hats and stuff at Bad Apples and stuff.
Cool.
Bring your pocketbook, Scuba Steve.
No, come to Virginia. There's a fly-in literally like an hour from my house. Otherwise, I'd be coming to Bad Apples. It's the week after Bad Apples, but yeah, there's no way I can go there and here, or I won't have a job. So I gotta.
I got an official John Wayne hat.
Yeah.
So, I got to
That's
rock
so
the
cool.
John Wayne hat. So, if I just happen to have, I don't know, some Georgia Paramotor hat, I'd rock that one too. I'm just saying.
We can make that happen, man.
I'm about to say, make that happen.
We're definitely going to be, I do plan on being at Bad Apples. So, definitely
There you
go high and go fly high in the sky. Kyle, is there any questions in the super chat? I forgot to ask.
Yeah, you got one. His name is Z. He asked, did Jacob Horton and your dad go to the last Tombstone fly-in?
Yeah, we did.
We did. We drove out there and stayed for 4 or 5 days, and then we moseyed on up to Salt Lake City and
see Chris
and hang out with him some.
Yeah, the Tombstone fly-in there in Tombstone, Arizona, that was John Allen Martin and one of his friends that threw that fly-in. And so we headed out just to kind of, support him with that. But also we wanted to go up to Salt Lake and see Chris Santa Croce. And then I dropped down into Vegas because they were having the SEMA show, which is the automobile aftermarket show for our business. And so we drove out and had a big time.
Oh, yeah.
Met a lot of really nice people out at the Tombstone fly-in, got a bunch of good video. So it was really cool. The Kyle guy, I'm not sure if I could see a picture of him. I'm sure we probably spoke.
Oh, yeah, we met a lot of great people out there while flying, and it was an awesome time. So
Love fly-ins. I really do. It's 7:30 p.m. We're going to be doing the spinny wheel of winning things very soon. So if you are in the super chat, don't forget to give us a couple of thumbs up if you're able to. That helps out our metrics. And also make sure that you at Will Fly and say, yo, dog, I'm here and I want to be on the spinny wheel of winning things. Matter of fact, if you say that, I'll be very impressed. So,
Yo,
Yo, dog.
Yo, dog.
Yo, dog.
See, I wore hats a lot when I was young. I haven't worn hat, and I got a risky hat, and I still haven't worn it yet.
Well, put it on and
No, Munchkin. I
Still have
got
the
a
sticker
lot of
on it?
hats.
Does that still have the sticker on it, Steve?
Are you
Seriously?
kidding? It's brand new, dude.
Yeah.
Wear that.
This has never been worn ever. That's why it still looks like that.
I know I tried, I have a stay bad hat. And I wear it sometimes, but I don't want to get it dirty because I love that hat. So
I got me a stay bad hat too, man.
yeah.
Man, I tell you what, hey, if you got a flight school or you do merch or something and you want to send something to me and let me rock it on the show and my videos, please send it to me. I will definitely take it graciously and rock your merch for sure. And you can always get up with me at any time. You can text me anytime, 501-747-3558 and say, Sean, PPG Grandpa with your crazy long hair.
Yeah, make sure it has a ponytail hole in the back.
I know, right? Say, I got something for you to rock, man.
Such a hippie you are.
It's really interesting. We got a couple of people that have been watching the show apparently for years, and they got up with me and said, hey, I heard that you're doing training. So our training is $3,500 a person. I see that yours is $3,000 a person. We are very, very, for a small amount of time, we have dropped it down to $1,200 per person over here, but that's not going to be very long. And I said that the last podcast. I don't know why, but I got a lot of people that kind of jumped in. So that kind of filled up. But since we're here on this podcast, if you want to train, it's a $3,500. We dropped it down to $1,200. Text me 501-747-3558. That is going up at the beginning of the next month until we're back up to $3,500 per.
You know, you could always promote that and you'd probably fill up more than you would like. So
that's why it's going back up as we're filling up. We're popping it back up, and we want to get some people in here, obviously, but we can't do 100 students at $1,200.
right.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we can. How many people need some training? Get up with me. 501-747-3558. Check out runintothisguy.com and check it out. Anyway, Jacob and Dad, tell us how to get up with you guys. What is your .coms and how do we get up with you?
So if you want to get on the website, it's georgiaparamotor .net. And then we have Instagram and Facebook is Georgia Paramotor. And then if you would like, you reach out to me at 912-536-3000. And just give me a text or a call. I'm more than happy to help. So
if he's not flying, he might answer.
We need to put
I'll
that
even answer
phone
if
number.
I'm flying. I'll even answer you if I'm flying. So
There you go. I'm flying right now, but man, I get your info as soon as I land. All right.
That's right.
we need to get your phone number on a jingle, since it ends in 3000.
Yeah, right. That'd be pretty cool.
That's pretty good. So it's .net and not .com. Why is that? Just curious.
The .com was taken already for some reason, so I just went with
There's another Georgia.
It was taken, and I was like, okay, so I'd use the .net.
Maybe somebody bought it just to sell it later on when it's worth something, or somebody like you got it. It's like, hey, if you want it, here it is for $3,000, or here it is if you train me for free. I don't know. Maybe who knows what they want.
Who knows? Yeah,
That's actually a pretty good idea.
I don't know. But no,
you might want to put it out there right now. You might want to put it out there. If you own the georgiaparamotor.com, we'll train you for free if we can exchange it.
We can do some horse trade. We can do something. We'll work something out.
Work it out.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely. I see Lynn Anderson without her glasses. That only means one thing. It's time for
we gotta look like idiots.
Time for a thumbnail. And unfortunately, we lost Kevin Houston, but I'll have to get up with him and find out what that explosion was. Apparently, he lost power.
We'll just Photoshop him in on someone's lap.
There you go.
There
He
we
said the
go.
Transformers, what it was.
Are you ready?
Transformers.
Yep.
We're
One,
watching, guys.
2, 3. Right.
I love it. Dad went like this in front of his face.
Let's do that. Let's do one more. Just for the
All right. Gangsta.
All right. So on 3. 1.
Oh,
What? What?
we already did it.
Yeah, we're gonna do one more.
Okay.
On 3.
Yeah. Someone's eyes were closed. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Oh, come on. Where's my hearts, man?
All right, man. I don't know.
I was going to ask Jacob's dad since he flies a trike, and I made this mistake last week. Not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, because it's only my second trike flight. And my problem was I fly with my throttle on my right hand. So my throttle wasn't fitting right. You know, you got your brake, your throttle, and your A's in your hand. So it wasn't right. So I dropped my brake to readjust my throttle. But when I went back to grab my brake, I didn't go around the risers. I went down in front. So when my wing came up, it felt good. It came up great, but the risers pushed my brake line and I did one of these numbers, but it still took off and I was able to let go and grab it again. But that was scary. Have you had anything happen like that?
You know, I fly left-hand throttle, and Jacob fusses me all the time. I actually put the brake in my hand first. Then I slide the throttle on and tighten up the strap on an off-grid throttle. And so then my fingertips would be free to grab A's if I'm on a Colibri, trike. And so I never stow my left brake. So, you know, I'm right-handed. And so, you know, my reserve would be available for my right hand to throw. If I'm using my telephone, I use my right hand. But my left brake is actually captured, you know, slid down onto the palm of my hand, and then the throttle goes on after it. So that way, there's no possible way that left brake is going to come out, of course, unless I lose the throttle. Yeah. But that throttle, you know, I really tighten it down on my hand so I don't have that issue.
Yeah.
So, you know, Jacob, of course, being a foot launch guy, you know, he don't like that. But several of my trike students, I've offered it to them both ways, and most of the trike students actually like the way I do it. I'm not saying it's, you know, the right way, or the perfect or the best way, but it suits me and it works.
I can't do that because my brake I put in between my third finger and my pinky. That way, in case I open my hand, the brake don't slide off. So if I was to put the brake on first, I wouldn't be able to get the throttle over. So that wouldn't work very well.
No, he's talking about putting the whole brake in.
Yeah, I put the whole entire brake. Yeah.
Right. So if you put the whole entire brake, I don't do that because in case you open your hand up, your brake can slide off your hand. So I always put my brake in between a couple of the fingers. That way, if I open my fingers, it still catches and it won't slide off. So that's why I put my throttle on first, so it can go all the way on my hand, and then my brake goes in. That's the only reason I do it different. I mean, your way is whichever way works for you is great. That's just the way I do it.
Yeah. Right. That's right. Yeah. Once everything starts to slide out closer to the tip of your fingers, you kind of lose some dexterity. And,
that's right. Yeah.
And like I say, if you're an older guy like myself and, you know, have arthritis or anything like that, sometimes it's tough. So if the brake goes on first and then the throttle captures the brake. The brake can't go anywhere because it has to
you're saying. Yeah.
You have to go past the throttle, and the throttle, you know, I can get it further down and sense that strap tight. And so my throttle is free. You know, this is the brake, the up and down motion, because I'm not flying 2D or anything on my trike. And if I was flying 2D, it'd be a totally different ballgame. Yeah.
It also keeps that brake toggle from getting in between your throttle. You know, when you ever try to go to full power and that brake toggle moves it down and in between.
I never had that issue.
You never have that issue. But then stowing your brake is kind of a little bit more aggravation.
I bet.
Yeah, yeah.
Around the throttle. I got
Yeah.
to do it.
Now, one time, what you're referring to, I took off on a Calibri trike and realized that I had the throttle coming underneath my elbow instead of on the outside.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I couldn't pull as much brake. Trying to do a sharp turn because it was binding up. And so all I did was just climb out to about 1,500 feet and then stow my right brake, remove the throttle, then of course, adjust everything and put everything back on my hand the way I liked it. But
that's, it's funny you bring that up because I do that a lot. If I'm ever like, oh, I need to adjust this, that's the first thing I do is climb. I just go up, up, up. So I got plenty of room to go, okay, I need to redo this. And I got time to glide, because you don't do that near the ground. That's bad.
No,
It's scary. Like, it's very scary.
exactly. And so that works out great. Also flew a wing on a Calibri for the first time that the brakes were too long on. And that was a fun experience too. I take off in the front yard and here come the trees. I got to make a left-hand turn and I'm pulling left and I'm still going straight. I pull more left and I'm still going straight. And I'm like, what's going on? And finally, it's almost like I was doing a full flare to get a gentle turn. And I was like, uh-oh, here's my problem. My brakes were set up for a high hang point trike. And so once I put them on the foot launch on a Calibri, the brake just way too long. And so I finally, like what I said, I climbed up the altitude and did a wrap around my hand and then reset everything. And then everything flew just like, normal. So, but yeah, altitude is your friend for sure.
It is your friend. And it's always interesting when people talk about how they're always flying with their brakes in their hand. As soon as I'm 50 feet off the ground, I'm stowing my brakes. And
I like stowing my brakes because my arms get tired. I mean, especially last week because my the A got trapped crooked. So if I didn't pull on both my brakes, I would turn right constantly. So I should have just came in and landed, but it was going straight. I wasn't in danger. It just was a crappy flight because I had to constantly hands on the whole flight.
Yeah. Well, now I generally fly high hang point fixed, trikes, and I've got my brakes adjusted so that I can literally hook my thumbs into the carabiners. And so my arms can just kind of hang out and rest. And so, as your foot launch or of course flying the mini trikes, you don't have that option. But on a high hang point trike, I can hang out all day long, just by hooking thumbs in carabiners and, still keep the brakes in my hand, if I need them. And
when you say high hang points, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but high hang points, you're talking about where they are hanging off of like up here and your carabiners are right here?
Well, just like
it's a fixed, like a normal trike.
Just like the Fly Products, Zenith, or, I fly Power to Fly, Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah, all of those trikes are going to have upper bars, that you run kind of like shoulder height, I guess to say, or a little bit taller than shoulder height.
Okay,
and that's
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So a tandem trike, is a good example. Any of the tandem trikes are going to have the high hang points like that. And so, if you're a trike guy, also of course the A assist, you don't, going back to what Scuba Steve was talking about with A's, I don't
have A assist because I got a bolt-on trike.
Right, that's right, like mini trikes. And so that's what I started on. Jacob and I kind of split one. And I was flying a Calibri, and then he could take the the foot launch off of it and fly it foot. And so we started out that way so we could share it and make sure we were getting into what we wanted to get into.
Those Calibris are nice.
Yeah,
they are. We actually got two in the shop right now, the garage right now. So,
but I really enjoy the flight experience of the Calibri. I mean, it gives you a similar flight experience to foot launch, but the fixed hang point trikes with A assist really make it easy. And the older I get, the lazier I get sometimes. So it's really nice with the A assist.
You set those A assist perfect, and you got a perfect inflation, a perfect taxing and launch every time.
Wow.
Every time.
All you got to worry about is making sure you're aimed into the wind. I mean, you're good.
That's
Somebody
it.
from my channel joined the chat. Scott Savage. He's from my channel. So
Oh, hey, Scott. I'm glad that you joined us.
yeah. Welcome. Hey, make sure you say hey to Will. You can get on the Wheel of Spin. You might get a Georgia Paramotor hat. Then send it to me. I'm just saying.
He is one step ahead of you. He said hello to me first. I'm just
cool.
saying.
Oh, he did? Yeah, he did say hey, Will. That sucked. All right, I see how it is.
Did anybody say yo dog? Or-
Yeah.
Yes,
Several
they
people.
did.
What?
James did. Kevin did.
What?
James said the whole sentence. What did he say? It's back there somewhere.
Yeah, find that for me real quick.
Well, that's cool. Welcome, Scott.
Will Fly, yo dog, I'm here. I want to be on the spinny wheel of wind things.
Yeah.
All
Joseph
right.
Hudgens did. Oh,
Look at you
and
started
Daniel
now.
Sackvold said that he's excited about going to his first fly-in this year. That's awesome, man. Which one are you going to? So,
Thank you.
and we'll all sit here and wait patiently for his
What?
result.
What?
Of course. I'm trying to go back real quick and try to find that yo dog. I guess that's back there a little bit.
It is back a little ways. I mean, the chat's been pretty active. So
Can you copy that?
D-A-W-G.
yeah, of course.
And
Dog. D-A-W-G. That's
yeah,
how it's
copy
spelled.
that and send it to me.
AWG dog.
There it is.
Yeah.
555 said it.
So who's the first one that said yo dog in the whole sentence?
James. I do.
James.
Yeah.
Hey, James, do me a
Right.
favor. Since you said that in the chat, text me 501-747-3558.
Fly your dog. I'm here. I want
I
to be on the
got you a
screen. I love it.
special prize since you said that first. So
Oh, that's
Oh,
funny.
555 said yo dog first.
Yo, dog.
Oh, he said yo dog, but not the whole sentence. I'm just.
Oh, so I have to say the whole sentence?
Oh, come on.
well, he
Not
said the
yo.
whole sentence, right? I mean, that's why
James did, but yeah,
James did.
Joseph Hudgens said yo dog first. Then Kevin Houston said yo dog, and 555 said yo dog, I'm here. So yeah,
I'm gonna bust my buddy's chops. Yeah, James, you didn't spell dog right.
Oh,
dude.
no.
Oh, they did. He's out on technicality.
What do we say now? Doggone it.
No, he won. That's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that somebody said the whole thing that I said. So James,
He did. Yeah.
just text me. I'll send you something special that nobody gets over here on Clear Prop. So
Time y'all say dog, I think Georgia Bulldogs.
There you go.
Well, the thing is too is I always say yo dog, and I just think it's neat that somebody said it on the super chat, which is cool. So got to reward people that that
just
say
be
yo
like-
dog.
Yeah. You just created monsters in the chat now. You know that.
Do we have any other questions in the super chat that we may have missed?
I think there was a comment.
So I'm pretty sure Georgia Paramotor, well, obviously they're going to be at Bad Apples because they already said so. So anybody that's in chat, if you're going to Bad Apples, make sure y'all go check them out. Bring a wallets if you want, if you want a hat or shirt, bring your money. There you go.
Get some merch, man.
There you go. Take a spin on the jet ski.
Oh.
Yep. Come ride the jet ski. We'll be out there.
Oh, they're going to have, y'all are the ones with the jet skis, with the people acting crazy out there.
We're giving free jet ski lessons to anybody who wants.
Oh, that's right. But Jerry Fly's out there right now, right?
Yeah.
At Bad Apples. The big
Yeah,
gym.
yeah, Hodges
Currently
too.
there, but that's where he trains out of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Jerry Fly. He's cool.
Oh yeah.
He's cool.
What's up,
Okay.
Jerry
It's all
Fly?
right.
Will Fly, was there any other questions out there?
Well, you had there was a statement from
Okay.
Joshua Cannon. I don't know if we read it. Currently in training at Georgia Paramotor, live right outside of Savannah, Georgia, and happy to find the local school. So there you go.
Awesome. Good job, Joshua.
Yeah.
Glad you found him.
he just picked up his brand new Parajet MAV Max this afternoon before we got to chat with y'all. He got that nice, pretty green color, and so it arrived, and he strapped it in the back of the truck, and off he went to show it off to the family. And so he's ex-military Black Hawk mechanic, and currently working down in Gulfstream there in Savannah. And he reached out to us, and man, he's been crushing it. He's I think he's on 9 flights now. Yeah.
Cool.
Wait,
I'll tell you, the Parajet
works at Gulfstream. I know somebody that works at Gulfstream in Savannah.
Oh yeah,
Dana, right? Not Dana.
There's that place is huge.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, this electrician that works down there for, I think he works for Boeing or something. I know he does all their electrical on the planes down there.
Right. Yeah, Gulfstream's a huge employer in that area.
Yeah.
The Parajet Maverick and the Moster 185, in my opinion, that is just like a match made in heaven.
What did you say? What is, Will?
Parajet Maverick and the Moster 185.
Why is that?
I love the frame. I don't like the hoop system. I don't like, the net system that, kind of repair or replace. But it's a real solid frame, titanium. And of course, it's hard not to get a good paramotor these days. I mean, they're all good, right? But I started out with a Maverick, and I loved it, man.
Well, I flew the Kyle had the Mac flies when I trained down there, and I thought that was really a really comfortable paramotor compared to the one I got now, which is a Fly Products Rider. It's the same thing Anthony Vella was flying, but I got the factory R motor on there. But I mean, the motor's great, but I want the frame to feel good too. You want to be comfortable, and it is. But I think the Mac Para kind of hugs you better. I guess it's the best way to say it. Just hugs you better in the seat. I felt solid in that thing.
What harness are they? Are they using different harnesses?
Yeah, they're different harnesses. He had air something, and not air conception. It was I forget. And he also had the regular dudek. But it's like my harness, the leg section doesn't scoop you in as well in the front as the Mac Para did.
You mean the Mac Fly?
Mac Fly, yeah. I keep saying Mac Para because I'm thinking about the wing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mac Fly, yes, the Mac Fly.
Yeah, Will said a mouthful. There's a lot of really good paramotors out there, and I think it just really boils down to personal preference on some things.
And some of the features, some are obviously better to tear down than others, and so.
Well, I'm not officially putting the plug in for Parajet, but if you're familiar with the Maverick, but you have not seen the MAV Max, it is a totally different paramotor. And
so
a lot of people
go over the differences between those two a little bit.
Jacob can pull out. Can y'all see in the picture?
Hold on.
We can see half of it.
That's the
there we go.
That's the baby right there.
That's the. Oh man!
So this is a MAV Max.
So
it's got the bigger hoop.
Yeah.
Does that put
everybody out there? If you have not experienced the Moster with a 140 prop on it, you really don't know what you're missing. I could have never guessed that extra 10 centimeters would make that big of a difference, but it is unreal difference.
I agree, because I got the 140 on the factory R, and it is some kind of powerful.
I wonder if there's a difference between just the regular Moster 185 and the factory R with the 140.
There's a little bit of a difference, but the money difference for me, in my opinion, is not worth it. So kind of, the factory R is nice though. I love the look of it, the fit and finish, but I mean,
the 140 prop for the dollars that you're spending is a tremendous upgrade. And we're both bigger guys at about 230, 235 pounds. Yeah. And so it really totes you. I run the 140 size on the Trike, on just like a single HS Com Trike, and Moster with a 140 prop. will tote you really well.
Oh, yeah.
And so, but yeah, the MAV Max, like I say, is a totally different animal. You can see some of the extra bracing that they do.
Yep. Yep.
And then
They added a kill switch. So you
Yeah.
have a master kill switch down there where
Yeah.
my finger is somewhere down there.
Right
Like
there.
an extra, like
Yeah,
a
so it's a
backup.
master kill switch. It kills everything.
Right.
So it's like a
Nice.
secondary backup. The fuel tank is removable.
Huh.
So it
Let's
has
see.
quick
Turn-
connect on the fuel tank and comes right
Turn
out.
turn it around for the fuel tank real quick, please. And it does have a quick release. We were just talking about that quick release on the last podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you see it? Where my finger is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what down there.
Yeah, it's right there. It's kind of hard, but it's right behind the frame. But there's a quick release, and it's all metal. It's not a plastic quick release.
No, it's
It's all metal, so it's really nice. And
Why would you take off the fuel tank?
if you were ever doing cross countries
Yeah.
and you got stuck somewhere, you can take the fuel tank off the paramotor, hike to a fuel station, fill it up, and then hike back with it.
Does it have like handles or a backpack, or what does it have that we can use
a
to?
big old. It's got a big old handle you can
At the
grab
top.
onto on
Yeah.
the top when you pull it out.
Yeah, it's right behind the harness, so you can't see it.
So, the fit and finish obviously for a Parajet is, I mean, top
Impeccable.
notch. The swing arms, how the front of the harness attaches is a little bit different.
Can you lift that up?
Tilt the camera down just a little bit so we can see. There we go.
Do you see here at the front? how
Yeah.
much Everybody else runs like a shackle
Yeah.
to a hole. This thing has a groove cut
Mhm.
into the arm itself, and the harness slides directly into that groove. So
That
there's no
makes-
moving pieces.
Yep.
That's awesome. 'Cause I hate
Wow.
shackles, because shackle is metal on metal.
That's right.
Correct.
That's right. They
Also, too, notice that. Jacob will explain that.
Yep. So they put a stop so that harness does not move around. I mean, it's locked in really tight. Also give you a handle here. I mean, I'm just they really thought it through with the MAV Max. I've been very, very happy and pleased with everything with this motor. So it's
Big
I'm
hoop,
looking,
but
I'm
that's a
looking
one-
at the Jesus bolt, and it looks like it goes through the frame, and it's a spar also.
Correct. Here.
mhm.
So it goes, so
That's a
how
similar
does
setup
how
to
does
the
that
regular
swing arm?
Maverick.
Yeah, how does that actually attach then? I mean, does it go through the mainframe into the swing arm, and then it screws into the spar?
So no, that is pressed on, if I'm not mistaken. So that comes assembled from the factory and is pressed.
Do
And
you
so
keep,
you have two bushings here on the side
uh-huh.
as it moves up and down. So I mean, it's really nice. And then,
So what happens if you damage your cage? I mean,
This comes off here.
Yeah,
See the
oh,
push
it's got a
button?
clip. I got you. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
I was gonna say you'd be screwed if you bent your cage up and
Yeah.
you're like, man, I
Oh,
got
you-
to place.
you can take all of this apart. I
Yeah,
mean,
all that comes apart. Yeah, there's
I
a push
see.
button right
I
here.
see it. Yeah. Okay, good.
yeah.
So there's no way of tightening up your swing arms. It's just pressed on.
Yep. So it stays. I mean, I have not had any issues or problems with them coming loose at all.
That's
Uh-huh.
really awesome.
Oh yeah. And I mean, obviously it's going to be a wear item, but I mean, it's got to be at least I would say over 100+ hours. I mean, before you
Yeah.
have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
So-
never had to tighten swing arms on a Parajet. They also put dual tensioners. They put one on each side. And so you can really just turn it and crank this thing in. It's like dialing up the radio knob.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's a lot of little things, like we say, that they added. And so a lot of people just think it's just a Maverick with a bigger hoop, but it's a totally different paramotor.
It is.
I tell you what, I have to tighten my swing arms after every single flight with my powder
Me
fly.
too.
Yeah.
And that's that's normal. I mean, with the power to flies that we have, I'd probably tighten them about every 2 to 3 flights.
Right.
It's
So I
just
didn't have to do that with my Maverick.
yeah, and with that the MAV Max obviously is you don't have to do that, and the pre-flight on it is
Yeah, the
so
pre-flight
much
is a lot faster.
faster and smoother. I mean, it's a lot nicer. So
But
My-
we don't say that because we love our power to flies as well. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
quite a few of those in the garage. And we also have the newest HS Com. Is that a Falcon?
Yep.
And it's a titanium frame foot launch. And if y'all hadn't seen it yet, stop by the tent at Bad Apple. This thing is incredibly light, and it gives a pretty similar shape to the Power to Flies. But like I say, it is all titanium, and it's considerably lighter. When you put it on your back, it's a huge difference in the weight.
Well, you got the Power to Fly for your Calibre, I assume, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir. That's right.
And we foot launch them as well. We train lots of students. The bottom of the cage on the Power to Fly, the way it's curved, is a really nice thing for students, because if they lift their legs or butt land, that curvature on the front of the frame almost acts like a sled, so it slides across the ground, rather than acting like a plow and digging into the ground.
We've seen that a lot over at our school.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we really like the Power to Flies. We train on them and we fly them. And I think was that Will that said he had to tighten the swing arm bolts. There's a couple.
We got it also too on our Power to Flies. Yeah. So it's a thing.
Yeah, we probably get more than 2 or 3 flights, but yeah, you're right. 5. Probably within the 5 flights kind of window, we do go in and retighten them. But it's just part of the pre-flight, and so it is what it is. But yeah,
mine's not like that. It's got a round collar, and you just slide the swing up arm on there and slide a pin through. That's it. It's on the Fly Products rider frame. Yeah,
that's really nice. I mean, if you're trying to tear it down to like haul it, I love.
It's like click, click, and I can take the whole thing apart.
You fold it up. I mean, it's really nice.
Yeah, Fly Products, they do an excellent job on far as transport ability, being able to break them down.
Yeah.
Their trikes are awesome with that. So we're fortunate enough. We've got a huge garage, and we just roll right out of the garage into the front yard to fly. And so we hardly ever take one apart, And so we keep the nets, the cages, the hoops, we never break them down. So that makes that part nice. But yeah, if I was having to transport in a smaller vehicle or live in an apartment, then being able to break one down and put it back together goes a long ways.
You see that, Scuba Steve, right? I walk out and I go fly. Jacob walks out. Dad walks out, just goes fly.
I wish I could do that, man.
You might need to, move someplace that has a bigger front yard.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, before we do the spinning wheel of winning things, is there any other questions in the super chat?
Well, we have one. I did kind of answer it, but I told him I have you answered as well. Tony Marzano said, do you do hang tests on your students?
Yes, we do. Every single time that we put them on a new frame, a new paramotor, we definitely hang check them. It's extremely important to make sure that they not only know that when they are flying, they're going to be angled correctly, but we also can do a quick how to adjust that seat too. If you lift your knees and you slide in, that's awesome. But if you're having problems getting into your seat, that's where we can adjust all the straps to make sure that you can just lift your knees and slide in comfortably. I assume that you guys have a hang check too for your students.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. We did. We got that Parajet built this afternoon, and we hung test him as well and went through all the harness adjustments. I mean, because just like you said, I mean, every time you get a new motor, that harness is going to be a little different. Obviously, hang points.
Yeah.
So that's very important. You get that right.
We also have several guys that run the Calibre trikes, and we'll hang test them on both, because typically you're about 2 holes forward, when you add the trike to the equation. And so we also make our students put it like in a notepad or something in their phone, which hole they're flying on. Yeah. And so if we're running school and we're swapping people at different weights on the same frame, we'll have to change hang points sometimes. And so it's important that we adjust that and get that right before we send somebody.
You don't usually have to change the hang point if you're just going from foot launch to one of those mini trikes, do you? Because mine's about the same.
We have experience where you have to,
to
get it.
Really?
I've had it to where I've left it on the Calibri and it was still like nose down, and it wasn't real comfortable. And so
Yeah.
I think I've moved mine 2 holes forward to
Yeah.
get it to where I like it on landings, takeoffs, everything like that.
Okay. Huh. I
Yeah,
didn't have
mate.
to adjust mine, but yeah.
When you
Yeah.
take off, Scuba Steve, you're fine. Your nose comes up first.
Yes, my nose
Okay.
comes up first, and then I'm pretty much at like a 15 to 20 degree angle. So when I land, the back wheels land and the front wheel comes down, which is
That's
just the
perfect.
way I want it.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And when you foot launch, you have no problems too, right? You're hanging
No.
fine foot launch. Okay.
Mhm.
Sometimes, the light trikes you bolt
Man,
on and it's fine, but
trike
also
is like
too, it also
22
depends
pounds.
on how much gas you put in, right? If you got a 5-gallon tank
Oh yeah.
and you put on the light trike with 5 gallons, well, now your light trike is about 30 pounds. Your
That may
gas-
be the difference because
your
when I
gas
fly,
is 30 pounds, so that might be a big difference.
yeah, when I fly the trike, I feel it all the way up. But when I'm foot launching, halfway because I don't want all that weight.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, so there's a difference in weight. I'm like, I didn't have to change my hang point, but that's because I only got half a tank of gas.
So the
Yeah.
next time you fly with a full tank and you use up all your gas, you come in, you might be nose heavy. So you might want. No, I'm serious. You might want to do an empty tank hang check.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That way you know that if you burn out all your fuel,
That's right.
where you're going to be landing. Because if you come in nose heavy because you burnt out your 5 gallons, you might want to adjust
That's
for
right.
that.
That's correct.
We're
Yeah, I
gonna be
landed-
doing this spinny wheel winning things. If you haven't done so already, at
Do
Will
it.
Fly, say yo dog. Make sure that you give us some thumbs up because that always helps our metrics. We're going to be spinning the wheel, let's just say in 4 minutes at 8:10 my time in Central Standard Time. So you got 4 minutes to at Will Fly. Make sure that you're on the spinny wheel of winning things. Tonight,
Yeah.
we're also going to be giving away something from Lone Star Paramotor. So if you are down in the Lone Star area, you want to learn to fly, check out lonestarparamotor.com. They're going to be giving away something awesome. Also, too, Jacob and Dad over at their new school, they're going to be giving away something. What'd you say that you're going to give away?
Shirt and hat.
A shirt and your hat. Let's go ahead and take a peek of the shirt and the hat real quick. What do you got? Jacob, you got one on. You could have just stood up.
They got the hats on. You'd think they'd have a shirt on, but
I
no.
know, right?
I got a bunch of different ones. I got a bunch of different ones.
All right, what do you got?
So that's that.
Shirt.
That's a nice one.
Oh, he does have a Georgia Paramotor shirt on. My bad.
Yeah. I was going to say, all you got to do is stand up. Oh, man. I
That's
love
cool.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You can
You can send that to me at Run Into the Sky over in BB, Arkansas.
Yeah.
If you want the pocket, I'd rather be paramotoring.
Yeah.
That's
Ah,
cool.
beautiful.
Very nice.
So does your wife do the shirts too?
Yeah. My wife does all of the embroidery and the heat press vinyl and the leather patches, and all that. And so, yeah, like I said earlier, I think y'all have had Kenny Shatner up Pennsylvania, PPG.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wife has done a lot of his hats. Darren at
Nice.
Carolina, a lot of the Carolina stuff she's done. And like I said earlier, she'll be doing, I think they got 75 hats they put in ordered for Bad Apples this year. And so she's going to start on those things here in the next couple of days.
I might need to reach
70.
out to her. I might need to reach out to her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'd
just holler at
love to help. Anybody in the paramotor community that's looking for some t-shirts, hats, embroidery, leather patches, there's all different type of things that she can do. And,
How do we get up with her if we want some order? Do we go through your website or we have to do something?
just reach out to Jacob. We
Yeah,
are
call.
so old school and we love people, and technology is wonderful, but man, we love a phone call. Just call us and we'd love to chat, and and we can work with you on a lot of that stuff.
What is your phone number? And the second time, make sure you go nice and slow because this is going to be an audio podcast tomorrow also. So what's your phone numbers?
The phone number is 912-536-3000.
One more time and put that to music.
912-536-3000.
Ooh, I like a little bit of rap in there too. That's
there you go.
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Good deal. I'm loving
Oh,
it.
That's
So,
an easy-
did you want to give away a bundle like a hat and a shirt, or do you want to give away a shirt and a hat separately so more people can win?
I tell you what,
We'll do it.
do it both ways. And that way, if you spin, the first person who wins gets to reach out and they get to pick what they want. And they can
Boom.
have a hat or a shirt,
Yeah.
whichever they like. And we'll be glad to do that. And so
Yeah.
if you want to have let's go ahead and splurge. Let's make it the top 3 winners.
Wow, 3 spins.
Yeah, 3 spins and we'll give away.
Hey, I got a chance.
I know. I'm loving this.
Exciting.
Man.
Your name ain't on that wheel, Scuba.
This is great. Will.
Damn it, Will.
Hey, yo, dog. Put me on the
Yo,
wheel.
dog, dog.
Yo, dog.
Oh
put
my
me
God.
on that wheel. And
That
you
is
guys
so
understand that this is the spinny Will, Will, because his name
Yeah.
is Will. Spinning Will. I hope you all
Yeah.
caught this over these years, okay? Anyway, sounds good. James, I got your text, so I'll text you after the show and I'll let you know what you got, buddy. All right, so Lynn Anderson, your turn to
Yes,
say hello
my
to
favorite part.
everybody. I know, right?
No,
Ready when you are, Mr. Will Fly.
say hi to my chatters.
Oh, I got to ask Jacob a question, but I'll wait till after the spinning wheel.
All right, look at all the people in the chat. Welcome, chatters. Thanks for being here tonight. Monday night, the only place to be with all of us. And the show is like so much fun, so much fun. Okay, I'm going to go through the names because I know you're all excited and y'all want to win something. So we'll get it going here. So we got John Way in the house, Cowboy. What's up? We got Joseph Hudgens, CBs, Kyle Neel, Gary Symons, 2 Feet in a Heartbeat, Tony Marzano, Mr. Vegas in the house. Daniel Savold, Fly Baby Fly, your Dankies, how are you, my dear? We got Guardian Service Dogs, the other Nick, Craig B, what's up? We got Ebob Autry, we got Charlie Wash, what's up, Charlie Wash? We got Mike Thompson, Scuba Steve. Oh, I know her. Lynn Anderson, yeah, woo! And the crowd roars, yeah. Okay. And we got Kevin Houston. Yeah. We got CT Fly, Chris Lockley. We got Z. We got James. We got 555. Joshua Cannon. David Rainey in the house tonight. Thank you so much,
Wait,
Charlie.
there's more.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay. Scott Savage. What's up, Scott? We got Hatch. Lovely Angela Presley. How are you, my dear? Love ya. Plainfield PPG. And Bankrupt in the house.
That's me right there, bankrupt. All right.
Is that right? I know that I did say it right? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
We're just
So
laughing.
big-
I didn't see no pom poms. I'm just saying.
Uh-oh, no pom-poms?
Where's our pom poms at?
Oh, well, you know, I had double trouble with me. So you see my green screen's gone.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Took it down.
no. Your
And,
pom-poms were green screen? Man, I never
Pom-pom,
knew that.
I try to, next time I'll bring them out, but I'm trying to keep her just chilled. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay,
she
so
loves
which
those
one-
pom-poms and she wants to eat them and play with them. So
Which
Oh,
one are we
big.
doing first, John? Are we doing Texas or?
Let's do a big shout out to a couple people real quick too. So a big shout out to Chris Lockley. He's the guy that has basically helped put this school together, put it on the map for us, got our LZ, built our building. So big shout out to Chris Lockley. Thank you so much for everything you do, buddy. Kevin Houston, which apparently left the building. He's our president of our nonprofit, Run to the Sky. He's helped us a lot in the short time that he has been the president. So thank you so much. Kyle Neel, our director of operations. He has been doing so much behind the scenes. I can't even tell you what he's been doing. Well, actually, he probably will tell you. He loves to tell everybody what he does. He's been doing so much for us. So thank you, Kyle Neel. Appreciate you, buddy. Will Fly, not only is he the guy that does the spinning wheel of winning things, but he's also our treasurer for the nonprofit Run to the Sky. Definitely appreciate you. Linda Anderson, she is our PR girl for not only this show, which is also a nonprofit, but it's also for our nonprofit flight school, Run to the Sky. So thank you very much. And Joshua Marsh, which is not here, but he did come down for our flying. Big
Yes.
shout out to him. He is our secretary for Run to the Sky, has helped us so much in the background. So definitely appreciate you guys. Everybody else that's helped us out. We also got a big donation. We got a Air Conception Tornado 280 that was donated to us with another motor, reserve, and things like that, which is definitely going to help out a veteran in the future. So thank you so much. Everything that everybody has done for us, donations, money donations, just your hands helping us out when you come over, donations, just helping us out. Thank you so much. Everyone that's been involved, thank you, thank you, thank you. This would not be where it is right now without you guys. So thank you so much, everybody.
And also, don't forget, if you live in the Southeast, join us at the Southeast Paramotor group on Facebook. We'd love to have you.
Oh, yeah. And also, too, we've lowered our price from $3,500 per student down to $1,200 for the rest of this month. So make sure you run over to runintothesky.com. Check out that amazing thing that we're doing. Give me a text if you want to, and I'll give you a little better deal, 501-747-3558. And starting this next month, it's going to go up. So if you want to learn to fly and you're around in the central Arkansas area, please give me a text, 501-747-3558. If you're a disabled vet, come on over. We even got a pop-up camper that we can keep a couple people in if you don't want to get a hotel room. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for everything that everybody has done behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, all that fun stuff.
We said no more names,
Right.
right? I had to include Bill H. and through Mark Kreshner on there.
So
So
Bill H took off before the show started. I noticed that Gaggle said Bill H is in the air. So yay, Bill H. That's awesome.
Hi, Bill H. Love you, man.
He's back.
All right. So Jacob, while the wheel is spinning, let us know about your .com, your school, how to get up with you, what we're spinning for. It's all yours, buddy.
So yes, find us on Instagram or Facebook at Georgia Paramotor. And our website is georgiaparamotor.net. If you can get on there. We have foot launch and trike launch training. And we also do tandems and intro days as well as trike transition training. So if you have any needs, we carry pretty much any major brand of wings and motors. So just feel free to reach out at my phone number, which is 912-536-3000.
3,000.
Sir, we'll be giving away some hats and or t-shirts. So
Excited.
So
when you win, we're just going to let them know if you want a hat or a shirt, and they will hook you up.
We got you.
Normally $59.95, you get absolutely free if you win on here. And it looks like Scuba Steve might be the winner, man. Winner chicken dinner.
What?
That ain't right, man. That ain't right.
Yes. Yes. I want that camo looking hat that Sean was like, I like that hat.
No, I want it. Am I on the spinning wheel? I don't see my name on the spinning wheel. I did say yo dog.
Well, my name's not on there. Should we add our names?
Hey,
Yeah,
well, you're in luck. I got two right here.
Aha! There we go. Yes, I want that one of those hats, please. Thank you.
Yeah, put my
I
name
can
on.
Georgia
I
represent.
That way you can fly paramotors or go deer hunting. Your choice.
That's
There
exactly
you go.
right. We got the deer. We got two deer stands.
Yeah.
We
Come
go.
on down.
Come on down.
All right, go ahead and shuffle, and let's spin the spinning wheel again. So we already know what Scuba Steve wants.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope that it doesn't seem like the spinning wheel is rigged, so we'll just see how many people on.
Nope. He took me off, which is perfect.
We'll see
I'm
how many
going with
people
Kyle
on.
Neel. Kyle Neel for the win.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kyle, then Sean, then Linda. I mean,
Well,
you
who
know,
else are y'all going for?
I don't know.
Angela Presley.
Kevin Houston, because he's not here and he's on the panel too. So you know.
I'm gonna say Charlie Walsh.
I can't tell because it's doing like 2 frames a second, so it's hard to tell.
That's what I was about to say. I don't know how y'all were guessing this one.
We're just throwing out names, and
Oh.
hopefully one of them lands.
Guardian
Oh.
service
wins again.
dogs.
Uh,
Slow it
No,
down.
it can't be
What?
Tony.
Is it gonna hit Linda?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Scott
so
or
close.
Linda.
It could
No
be Scott.
way.
It could be Scott.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh,
Scott.
He's,
Scott Savage,
All
congratulations,
right.
man.
See,
You
it's-
have
he's
won.
brand new to the channel. That's awesome.
It's,
Winner,
yeah,
winner,
and
chicken
Scuba Steve
dinner.
did say that Scott was going to win something. So hey, I like that.
Oh,
Hey,
Look
so
how close
Scott, let
that
us know in the
was.
super chat. Let us know in the super chat,
was
Scott,
so
if you want a
close.
hat or a T-shirt, and Jacob will get up with you.
oh,
All
look
right,
at it. It's on my name right now.
So yeah, so you got a chance of winning.
Yeah, that doesn't
He's
mean
gonna
you
shuffle
won.
that around real quick.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Here.
I still don't see my name on there, but okay, whatever. Yo, dog. Yo.
Hey, you didn't? Did you want
Dog.
your name on there, Sean?
No, I'm just kidding. Yo, dog.
I was gonna say they're gonna send you a hat anyway. You'll be all right. We'll be the 2 people that look alike.
I do want one. Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So who's gonna win this one? 555,
Mark
2
Rudd.
feet in a heartbeat,
fly, baby, fly.
fly baby fly. I just saw that.
Kyle
too.
Neel.
Green,
yeah.
strapped.
I still say it's rigged unless I win.
Kyle Neel. There goes right by you, Captain. There it goes. Went by Kyle, went by Kevin.
Yeah,
Oh,
went
I
right
think it's
down.
going to be bankrupt.
Oh wow.
Oh, it might be bankrupt, but
Oh, that'd be so cool. It's gonna say bankrupt. And it's a spinny wheel
Oh, it's
thing.
going to be bankrupt.
Oh.
yeah, it is gonna be
Oh,
bankrupt.
yeah, it's gonna be
That is so cool. Boom, bankrupt. Oh my God, I love it. That is so cool.
That's great.
All right, so we'll spin it again, right?
Yeah, we're gonna spin it, and this is for Lone Star Paramotor. So once again, Lone Star Paramotor is gonna be giving away something every week for us. Official sponsor. So thank you, Lone Star Paramotor. If you're in the big state of Texas, make sure you check out LoneStarParamotor.com. Check them out. They got an awesome field. I trained over there also. Love it. And there's really cool,
Wow.
there's a cool train that goes by and it stops. You might be able to go underneath of it.
Scott says he is giving his prize to Kyle Neel.
Oh, is he? Oh, I was wondering what he meant about
All right,
that.
man.
No, he should keep it. No, he should keep it. If I'm gonna win, I would rather do it fair and square.
Wow.
Okay, well, I'm just
Well,
telling you.
I
Kyle,
wonder
you-
what he's
you know-
saying.
Kyle, you got a lot of cool stuff that you've been doing for us. Maybe you can send him something in return. Like the new thingies that we're doing. I don't want to say on the air.
You're right. Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that.
Is this Linda this time? What?
What? It is rigged. It's rigged.
So obviously, to win, you must be on the panel.
Apparently, he wants to be on the panel.
You
Jeez.
guys, you go ahead and respin it.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, Linda. I'm sorry.
she just wanted to see her name in lights.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
because what am I gonna do with the
Since you're spinning that
You're gonna
again,
wear it till you're flying. What do you
I
mean?
did not mean to spin it again.
no, that's all right.
Or
Linda,
whatever. No, that's
since you
from
said-
The one that was bankrupt, I thought we were supposed to spin again.
no, because we had me, Scott Savage, and Bankrupt. That was the
Yeah.
3 for
Georgia
but
Paramotor.
Yeah, that was for
Right.
us.
yeah,
So
from Georgia
bankrupt,
Paramotor.
let us know if you want a hat or a T-shirt. This is for Lone Star Paramotor. And
what was I
Linda,
gonna win? What was I winning?
A
you're
new car.
a new car.
You just gave it away. Oh
Was it
well.
brand new paramotor?
What was I getting? A hat? What was I getting?
You are getting a new car. Now Chris Lockley gets a new car.
Yeah, right on, Linda.
Yay, Chris
Nice.
Lockley. So Chris, we're going to get up with Lone Star and
Yeah.
they're going to send you a prize. Awesome, buddy. You don't need to do anything. I know where you live. All right. Good deal. All right. That was really awesome. I had a really good time. Lots of awesome information. Jacob, tell us one more time about your school and your .coms and your 3,000. 3,000.
So we are Georgia Paramotor. We're located in Statesboro, Georgia. It's I'm a father and I'm the son. And so we just do we do foot launch, wheel or trike transitioning. We do instructional or tandem flights. And so we have a 30-acre field. If you want to come out and fly, reach out to me and we can make it happen. So our Instagram and Facebook are Georgia Paramotor. The website is georgiaparamotor.net and the phone number is that
912-536-3000.
Ooh, nice. Very good. And if someone out here that owns the .com, get up with Jacob. Give him that damn .com.
Sean, also too, to mention, we're in the works on some campground spaces. And so currently, we just don't have the power and water. Anybody that wants to come out and fly and hang out is welcome to reach out to us, and we'd love to have you. And hopefully here before the year's out, we're going to have power, electricity, and water, and possibly a dump station. And so if people want to come out, camp, fly, if they want to visit Savannah, or just kind of check out around the local area. And so we're looking forward to that as well.
Yep. Maybe a fly-in
in the future. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Maybe a private fly-in with just people that you know.
That's right. That's right.
Test the waters.
That's right.
Test it, see how everything works out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Sounds awesome. You guys don't go anywhere. We're going to say goodbye to everybody on the panel. Then we're going to, I guess, not go live, and we'll still be here privately, and we can talk shop afterwards. Is that cool? So don't go anywhere, Jacob. All right, Scuba Steve, tell us a bit about your vaping.
My thing,
your thing on Fridays, and since you got people coming over from your thing on Fridays over to us, maybe we need to bring some people from us over to you on Fridays.
I do a show every Friday for the last, I don't know, 10 to 12 years anyways. But over the last couple of years, it's been about vaping and paramotor, because you got to talk about paramotor if you're a paramotor pilot. So I do sneak a lot of paramotor talk in there, but I try to get people off cigarettes because I smoked for a long time. But I forgot I was going to ask Kyle a question before we got on to this. When did you become type 1 diabetic?
Kyle or Jacob?
I mean, Jacob. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Kyle.
I was diagnosed when I was 7.
First grade.
You were 7. Because my youngest son became diabetic on Halloween for some reason when he turned 13. So, yeah, he's type 1.
He's a type 1. That's right.
Type 1 as well.
That's juvenile diabetes, which
is
exactly type 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you'll always see I have, I call it my nicotine patch or whatever you're gonna call that, but got my little sensor, I got my pump, I got all that.
See, you're doing it there. Yeah, we couldn't do that with him because he was so fidgety. We couldn't put anything on him. But now, hopefully, he'll get a pump. But I think for now, he's still taking insulin shots. He's down there with my ex-wife. So, but he's doing better now. But yeah, type 1 is no joke, man. It's insulin for every damn thing.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it CGM, Jacob, on your arm, a continual glucose monitor, or what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I have a insulin pump, so I don't have to get shots, which is nice.
Yeah.
So it's also nice for flying. I can always open my phone up, check my blood sugar, see what it is. I don't have to prick my finger, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, he needs one of those.
Scuba Steve, we've been an advocate for quite a few, young people.
Yeah.
It's been kind of our journey with diabetes, and we tried to pay that forward as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so if your son has any kind of questions or concerns, my wife worked in the medical field for a long time. And so he's been able to bless others by being an advocate, for people that just don't know, you know,
Right,
what
right.
questions to ask and what to do. And
Oh yeah.
if there's somebody young like that, it's life changing, you know. And
I'll tell you, when we first found out, he looked bad. So we took him to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Oh, he's got a bad cold. Go give him a milkshake." I swear, the doctor said, "Go get him a chocolate milkshake." Put him in critical care.
right.
So about a month later, I got a bill from the doctor's office, and it was some astronomical amount. I was like, "Let me tell you something. If you send me one more shred of this bill, I will sue the bejesus." I never heard another thing from that doctor's office. It was gone because it was his fault. I'm like, dude, you literally, he had every symptom of being a diabetic, and you told me to give him a milkshake. The hell? So yeah. But that's that story.
Yeah.
Not to be a Debbie Downer, but you know, type 1 diabetes is a serious thing.
Oh yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, like I say, you know, off the record or whatever, reach out or whatever, we can always put you in contact with the right people, because some of this stuff out here, if you don't know how to navigate, you know, through it all, it can get very troublesome, aggravating, and expensive. And so
yeah, definitely.
A lot of that stuff. So absolutely.
Cool. All right.
And
continue, Sean.
Don't you have a .com, Scuba Steve?
ParamotorOutlaw.com. That'll take you straight to my YouTube channel.
See, I was going to say that. No, I wasn't.
Oh, you were going to say you don't know the
I will
damn
never remember
.com.
your .com. Yeah, I'll never remember it. All right. Kyle
Yes.
Neel, our director of operations over at Run to Sky, buddy. Tell us a little bit about you. Do you have a .com, or you just what you do in the background?
No, I don't really have any of that. I try to stay in the background. I'm not too much in the spotlight, but I have been in the works of trying to get multiple things working in the background for our students and other people who would be interested, hoping to bring the price down of the equipment for us so we can make it more affordable for our students and hopefully give them the best equipment we can within the means of a good price is what I'm working on. Other than that, I don't really know anything else really to say.
And he's doing a really good job. What we do is we have a package for $500. You get a helmet with Bluetooth, a jack for walkie-talkies, a PPG Bible book, and 3 of Jeff Gowen's DVDs for $500. So most people pay $500 for just the helmet, but they get a whole bunch more. And that's one of the things that Kyle found for us. So thank you, Kyle, for finding all that stuff.
No
Good
problem.
job.
Awesome.
We also got Will Fly from willflyppg.com. See, you got a .com.
Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, so I like to make paramotor videos and give tips along the way. Anything I discover, I just pass it on. You can check out my videos on YouTube by going to youtube.com/willfly or online at willflyppg.com. Also, tomorrow night, we're going to do, we had a little get together down at Brian Haybale Waller's, and we're going to do a show tomorrow night, 8 p.m. YouTube. To find it, best way is to go to ppgshane.com.
And there is a lot of these .coms flying around here. Kyle, you need a .com, because even Linda Anderson has a .com.
But there's one other thing. Anthony Vella, man, we love you, brother. Really sorry that happened.
Yes.
And I wish you a speedy recovery.
Amen.
Amen.
Yep. Lots of prayers. He's going to need them, that's for sure. And it breaks my heart. Oh my gosh.
If you guys didn't know Anthony Vella, he had a stall, from what I read, I believe it was 80 feet drop. Unlike me that just walked away, he needs surgery, and he's going to be going to either surgery tonight or tomorrow. So prayers for Anthony Vella and family for sure.
Yes.
That dude's got the best voice in paramotor.
Yes, he does. I was listening to his podcast before I even started flying. Wish that he would go back to doing podcasts, because man, he always did some really good podcasting.
Yeah. Great. Awesome.
I really enjoy his videos.
Yeah, Anthony Vella is a good guy. I like him.
Yep. well known in the community, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, it's got our prayers. So, yes, back to ParamontUSA.com.
What? You got a .com too? That's awesome.
.com.
.net. What were you thinking, son?
Net.
What were you
Gotta
thinking,
catch them
Jacob?
all in the net.
Yo, Dub. Yo,
Now
Dub.
we
I have
just need a PPG.
ParamontUSA.com. Yo,
Now we need a
Dub.
PPGJacob.com so it goes straight to his YouTube channel. I'm saying. .com.
So if
Be
if you
careful
ever
because
wanna
Shana
be
go
on
take it.
I can't afford any more .coms. I'm done with .coms. I'm
You're
giving them
done?
away.
Okay.
I was giving away. I mean, Scuba Steve got paramotordude.com. I think he let that one go too. So, you know.
I did. They just took it away, as a matter of fact. Yeah. So it's
Man,
open.
You should have gave it back to me. I'm saying, you know, like it's a gift. I could have gifted back. I don't know.
Oh, I could have gave it back.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Why is my screen doing that? Let me
Whoa.
I know.
You're flying again. Look at there.
I know. It's weird. Here, wait, let me close this and open it back up. See if it helps here. Sometimes I have to do that.
Detroit love.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. I live in the on the tip of the mitt in Michigan, northern Michigan, Petoskey. Petoskey, live in Petoskey. Yeah. So that's why Torchport, yeah, there you go. That's why Torchport Air Park is just like an hour away from me. So it's gonna be a good day. And I'm gonna go there on Saturday Memorial Weekend, and my son's gonna drop me off, and he's like, "See you later, Mom." And I'm just gonna play all day. And I'm gonna get up in the air. I'm super stoked about it. Super stoked. So.
Big
But if
video.
you want to be a guest on the show, just get up with me. ParamontUSA.com takes you right to my Facebook page and just say, "Hey, Paramom, I want to be on your show." And we'll get you on there just like Jacob and his dad. Just like that. Boom. You just get a hold of me. And how easy was it, Jacob? All I did is DM you and say, "Hey, you want to be on the show?" And you're like,
Of
Yeah.
course. Yes, let's do it.
I just can't give away too much of my secrets, you know, how I do these things. But
That's right.
my cat's like, she's so ornery, just like me. But yeah, so like I said, if you want to be on the show, just let me know. And I appreciate every one of you. I love my panel. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I love my guests tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. And you know, the Para family rocks. I tell you what, I've been doing the show with these guys for what, 4 years now?
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I don't know, a few years ago, I decided to start looking for guests, and now I'm like the PR, and that's what I do. And I love it. I love it. It's not even I don't get paid for it. I just love doing it, you know? Yeah, because I meet them, and it's a new para friend, right? And then my guests get on the show and they meet other people, and it opens up a whole new, you know, world for them too. So that's what I like to inspire people. And that's why I'm going back up in the air again and just say, you're never too old to do it. Just do it. So there you go.
Absolutely.
That's-
And you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You don't get paid for it, but Kyle and I are working on something to give, you know, the panel something, because
Aw.
because you guys have been helping us out. So we're actually working on that. So panel members, do me a favor, text me when you get the chance, your name and address.
A new car.
And a new car. You get a new
Yeah,
car.
get my new
You
car.
get a new car.
Oh yeah. And you
I
get a
would love
paramotor, and you get a
to be able to do
paramotor. Everybody gets a paramotor.
I would love to be able to do that. One of these days I will. I'm playing the lottery, so one of these days I will be able to go, you get a paramotor, you get a paramotor, everybody gets a paramotor.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Even
right.
grandma. Yeah.
Everybody.
Had a really good time.
Good.
Always have a good time on Mondays. Always learn something new.
Yep.
I learned something new and I forgot it, but I'll remember it again soon. What was it? Oh yeah. You guys were talking about taking a picture of the holes on your paramotor when you transition from foot launch to light trike. I'm
Right.
going to use that. I'm going to use that. So yes, I do learn. I'm always a student. I always want to learn things. You got something to teach me, I am wide open. I want to learn. Give me info. I love it. So thank you guys for that bit of information. Anyway, we're going to go to a private after show here. If you want to, and you know how to get into Zoom, by all means, jump in and hang with us. If not, we'll see you tomorrow at ppgshane.com, on Wednesday at paramotorgirl.com, on Thursday. Nobody's on Thursday, so somebody somebody better go on and claim Thursday. And then Friday, we got Scuba Steve with Outlaw Paramotor Outlaw.
And
I was close, right? It's one of the two.
Yeah, I posted the link. If people want to come in, they can click on that link. They can come right into the chat.
Excellent.
There you go. Thank you so much, listeners, chatters, viewers, everybody on Monday nights. We so appreciate every one of you, for
Absolutely.
hanging with us on Mondays. We absolutely do. So
we'll
and I always, the next day, I always get on Facebook and do an extra thank you. You know how I am. So
you are, and that's why we pay the big bucks. Thank you. I mean,
that's right.
What do we do without you, right? I know, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you got to go ahead and go. I know that you sometimes have to go early. So thank you for everything you do. Thank you for being the spinny wheel of things. Appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, guys. We'll see you at Bad Apples.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yes. We enjoyed it.
Definitely.
Hey.
Jacob, hold on. Don't go nowhere, buddy. All right. Everybody else, we're going to have, you guys can stay here if you want to. We're going to say goodbye to our live stream. Goodbye, live stream. Love you all. And we will catch you tomorrow at airdroptv.com. Did I say that right? .com.
.net.
Yeah, that's right. .net. All right. You're the